Begin.
Welcome everybody to Interactive Fiction episode I Forget. We're on a ship! This is probably dangerous to be shooting on a ship. We are currently in a filler.
We are shippers.
I am shipping all of these characters. So if you somehow decide to tune on this episode, we're doing the filler missions of Far Cry 3 because we have to get to the less boring missions in Far Cry 3.
I don't know about you, but I'm writing my Voss Hoyt shipping crossfic.
Surely someone has done that before. Surely.
Oh no, even better, a Jason Voss crossfic.
There's probably already porn of that somewhere. Come on.
Probably.
Somebody has to have done it. I wonder if this will...
I mean... I could Google that, but I have no interest in Googling that.
Oh yeah, from the last episode.
Our first use of chain takedown, that makes one.
So, while opening these doors, you ever Google what C4 was?
Sure I have. I absolutely have.
This would be great if I had the heavy takedown. Man, this would be real great. Because this guy's not turning around or anything. The game's just kind of like, hey, you should have the heavy takedown, shouldn't you? It's like, nope. I got C4 though.
I bet the location of that knife's on this computer.
That's a great sentence. I bet the location of that knife is on this computer.
Here it is.
The location of this ancient ritualistic knife from a culture that has long since been separated from America is on this fucking computer.
Hurry up.
Games.
I know, isn't it amazing? Isn't it the best thing ever?
That's a hacking alert. Are you kidding me? Really?
Yes, because that's exactly how computers work. They let you know exactly when you're being hacked.
They totally tell you that you're hacking.
They totally tell you that you're hacking
know.
the computer that you're using right now.
God.
By the way, C4 is named because it is the fourth explosive in a line of explosives called the composition C family.
Yeah, I always thought I'd heard about something called like
There
C3.
is C2, C3, and the latest model is C4.
I wonder how long C4's been around. Probably a while.
According to the Wikipedia article I just brought up, it has been around. It was designed in 1956.
Damn. Went well with that.
I mean, it's like the AK-47. Like it was invented like years ago, but it's still being used.
True. Not by most militaries, though. Most of them don't do crazy shit.
But it's still a very, very cheap gun that doesn't. It's easy to repair.
True. And they last forever, basically. Even though they're kind of pieces of shit.
It's not gonna hold.
Piece of shit that work.
Yeah. People like that. I remember reading up about...
That's my computer also.
Back when I was really into my whole armor thing, I was really interested in checking out like weapons and when they were invented and such. So I learned about like the FAMAS, which is the gun I'm currently using in this, and how it was a French weapon.
I love when weapon experts play video games and they analyze how accurate the weapons reflect their real life counterparts.
Dude, if you want to see that, you should play some fucking Arma 3. We'll see how realistic you can get.
Because, for example, a very common thing in video games is that shotguns or like a scatter spray that's a very short-range weapon. But in actuality, that is not the case at all.
Yeah, it's just it's a video game.
Like they do scatter, but the spray is not anywhere near as wide, and it's actually fairly accurate even at somewhat long ranges.
Yeah, I remember learning about that when I was a lot younger, and it was just kind of funny to think about how at some point it has to be a video game. Because otherwise, why would you use anything but the shotgun?
And this kind of I mean, I'm a Northwesterner. I am from Delaware. I've never shot a gun before in my life. Whereas you were from Georgia. I don't mean to discriminate against different regions, but
I was born from a gun.
I just want to point that out.
That I'm the one who shot guns before.
And although technically my mom and my dad own guns, we just never use them.
Yeah, my dad's got guns.
Because owning guns is still totally legal in Delaware.
There's only a few states that's not, I think, isn't there?
Come on.
Yeah. I mean, you don't even need a license in Delaware.
Oh, wow. Well, good on you guys. Hope that's working out well for you.
Keith is going to be very disappointed.
Well, I mean, I don't see a lot of guns in the street, so...
Yeah.
Why are you telling me this?
Oh, this guy is such a non-essential character.
Did you happen to
Yes, and he loves telling you about history
Very good. The research
of this
says
island that
follow the compass.
is remember is a fictional island and therefore has no history.
That's right.
Now,
Also, great tattoo,
Hand
bro.
looking
It
on your
should
arm,
be more
sir.
tribal.
And we have an ancient glowing compass because this is an Indiana Jones flick now.
two.
But only for the filler missions. Then it goes back to normal.
Yeah.
Totally normal.
Because, yeah, I mean, then again, we do have a magic tattoo that makes us a warrior. I guess having a glowing compass really isn't that much of a far-fetched now, is it?
I can't. I totally fucking forgot these missions were in here. They're so bad. Well, not so bad. It's just the wrapping around them is bad. I guess would be more correct.
I mean, because these are interesting missions exploring tombs and stuff, but it doesn't work.
God damn it.
The justification for it is so poor that it's actually offensive. Like, actually offensive.
I'm being offended greatly. Oh, great. Now we're in another area of which I have no fucking... Should I go to the radio tower? Just... I don't... Should I just stop?
Sure. Who the fuck cares at this point?
Just gonna have to fast forward through it anyway. Is this an outpost or is this a bunch of guys hanging out?
It looks like an outpost. No, wait.
There's alarms. Just be a roadside thing.
No, this is it. Only outposts have alarms.
Does it not mark them on the map unless you do the thing?
It should be marked on the map, though. Yeah.
Yeah, that looks weird.
This is an outpost, though. I remember this outpost actually.
Well then, I win. I got an outpost without even knowing it was there. I won. Well, another fast travel
That's
point.
convenient.
Yeah, another fast travel point. Let's pop in here. real quick.
Although it is actually beneficial to do these without getting detected because your experience is like 3 times what it would normally be.
Right.
If you don't get detected when you do them. Like the easy way to do that is just to like if there's an animal, just shoot the cage open, and let the animal do all the work for you.
I'm going to get the knife takedown so I can get the loot takedown, which is a very good one to have. Which I love the idea of the loot takedown, which is basically when you fucking stab someone in the back, you
It's
just rifle through
basically
their pockets
Mug
real
from
quick.
Final Fantasy.
Wait,
You
Mug?
attack and steal at the same time.
Oh, I did not know there was a move like that in Final Fantasy.
Yeah, because the thief class, when you upgrade them, they're still turned into Mug.
Do you play a lot of Final Fantasy?
I have played most of the main Final Fantasy games, and Tactics.
I always thought to go back and play
So,
some of the
yes.
classic ones. I still
Tactics.
have, what?
Tactics is a great game.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that I have Tactics War of the Lions for my Vita. the
Yeah, you
PSP
should
port.
play it. It's really good.
It always seemed like way too in-depth for me, though, is the problem.
It's not as much as you think. It's just kind of thing like you want numbers to go up.
Okay. I like numbers.
I mean, I could probably sit down with you and we could teach you how to play it if you needed to, but there is a tutorial in the game.
Yeah, I played it for a bit and I liked it. I just worried that it would get too complicated, but if it's not that much of an issue, I'll
Yeah.
go back to it. I remember I played a bit of Tactics A2? Or
I haven't played the
whatever
Tactics.
this-
I haven't played the Tactics Advanced games
Yeah.
though.
Have you seen the image, though, which is the one of them in the snowball fight, and he says, "You can't be the new kid forever," and it just says, "Enter name, new kid."
Yes.
Yeah, that's the one that I played for a bit.
Well, I think the Tactics Advanced games have the judges and all that, which could get annoying really fast.
Yes, they do. I forgot that's totally not in the original Tactics.
Yeah, I can't imagine just playing a game, going to battle, having a judge say, "You know what? In this battle, you can't use the attack command." Fuck
I mean,
off.
You can it's supposed to be like you have different cards that like alt stuff and use it against your enemies, but to me, when I saw that, I was like, that's just one too many layers for me. Like, I like simple RPGs. The problem is that that's kind of an oxymoron for most people.
I mean, Persona is a simple RPG,
Yeah, that's why I like it.
but I mean, it's simple, but there's a lot to it.
Yeah, well, I think it's simple in the sense that you can beat it without having to know a lot about it. Just through, Like,
Yeah,
you
just
can,
through
you don't
brute
have to learn
force.
too much to have to beat the game. But when, like, I see all these classic RPGs, it's, like, between stats and grinding and all that, and I was like, oh, I don't know.
I mean, a lot of the earlier in a lot of the main Final
Oh,
Fantasy
shit.
games were pretty simple. Like Final Fantasy X and up were 10, 7.
You know, I actually really, really wanted to love 12, and I still have my special edition copy my brother
Oh
gave me.
man, 12.
It's just the grinding sucks so bad.
I found 12 to be... I love the story and writing of 12, but I found the gameplay to be exceptionally boring.
It's like, I even like the combat system, I just hate the grinding in it. My understanding is it's
Oh,
like the absolute worst with grinding.
I didn't like the combat system either because to me it was like I am literally not playing this game at all.
Yeah, but I
I'm
didn't
having the
use the
computer
gambit
fight.
stuff, though. I played it like Dragon Age, where I stopped and started a lot.
No, I eventually I just had a gambit that just worked all the time, and I had no reason to change it. So I was literally having the late game literally was playing itself for me. So I had no reason to play.
It's kind of a shame, too, because that game actually had a pretty cool story going for it. As far as
Plus,
politics and history.
I really dislike real time with pause systems, but we can discuss that. That's a whole different can of worms.
Hey, what'd you say you dislike?
Real time with pause.
Oh, real
I
time
don't
pause,
like
yeah.
it. I don't like it at
Just
all.
like conceptually.
Yeah, I can't stand it.
Mm.
It's probably one of the reasons I hated Baldur's Gate so much, honestly.
I believe that. Also,
If Baldur's Gate was pure turn-based, I would not hate it anywhere near as much.
I mean, also, like, if you want to talk about old games that I consider, like, impossible to penetrate, fucking Baldur's Gate's one of them.
Oh, fucking Baldur's Gate.
Like, Baldur's Gate
I
is
mean-
one of those...
I
it's
mean,
like
if you know-
tactics,
if you
like,
know
tactics
D-
makes me a little wary when I think about playing tactics. Baldur's Gate is like, I will not fucking get within 10 feet of that game, because there's no way in hell I'd be able to wrap my head
I mean,
around
if
it.
you know second edition D&D, you're good, but if you don't,
Fucking no, I don't.
I learned it by playing Baldur's Gate, and even then, it's like it's not even the actual it's not even the actual systems. It's a modified version of it to suit real time with pause.
Yeah, I played...
Planescape's a bit better.
5
better.
D&D.
Planescape Torment's a bit better about that, but still, there's still a lot of learning you need to do. Like for example, in second edition D&D, you want a low armor class, not a high one.
Oh god. It's just, it's
Because
like,
of
I
the
look at stuff like that, and I'm like, it's too much. But, because of your, like, you know, saying it's pretty good, I think I might try out War of the Lions before we meet next.
My advice for if you play Planescape Torment, though, is to immediately switch to a mage.
Mm.
If you can, because the mage is overpowered, which is what you want because the combat's not fun.
Spectator. I expect a good show, eh?
So, tune in next time, everybody, for when I play War of the Lions. Talk about that for a whole episode.
You ready for this?
Isn't War of
Night
the Lions,
Count-
isn't that also like Final Fantasy 12 in that it's mostly a story about, like, politics and nations
Yeah.
and such more than people?
That bloody
I would say it did a better job at that than 12, but yes.
Yeah.
like lost treasure and riches.
Because those games will take place in a world called Evilise. That's why they're part of a series of games called the Evilise Alliance, which is a sub-series of Final Fantasy.
Right. And it's all
And,
the same set of nations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they're all you can share the same setting.
I feel like that's a world they could exploit a little bit more. Like, I
And
didn't
we're
care, I
talking
didn't really
about
care
Final
for the
Fantasy
world of...
because this guy is insufferable.
I mean, like, at some point, this show just becomes like, I don't know, I just want to hear these guys talk about stuff. So,
Yeah.
why don't we just go through filler? We're going to talk about anything else, because there's nothing more I can say beyond this guy doesn't do anything to
Because
this story.
this guy does the same thing every quest. He gives you a history lesson about this place that you're about to go to.
He literally
'cause
said history lessons over.
as if he fucking knows where it is. Because I get the impression he's just fucking with you the entire time because he finds it fun. And
So-
I really don't understand why Jason doesn't just shoot him in the fucking face.
So while I'm doing this, I actually want to keep talking about Final Fantasy. And
Yeah, we
that,
get to that once I finish ranting.
Yeah, I was gonna say though, I really, I think they could stand to exploit Evilise a bit more, because I don't hate
plots.
13, but one of the things I don't really like is this fucking world that 13 exhibits, like the whole Lassie, Falsi, and
I do think
Crystallis
that I like 13's combat system, but I will
Yeah.
agree that the plot is a pile of horse shit.
Yeah, well, I mean, also I'm just like at the moment I'm speaking strictly in terms of worlds. Like, I just
Yeah.
did not care for the world of 13 as much as I liked Evilise in 12.
Yeah, And the reason I like Evil East Law is 'cause I love politically driven stories.
Yeah.
I love it.
I think
I
I
can't
think
get
at the
enough.
time it really struck me because my understanding of RPGs was always save the world, and it's always personal people saving the
Yeah.
world, and this one's a lot more about nations and politics and inner conflict.
And fun fact, Vagrant Story also takes place in the Evil East world.
Isn't that the one with Ash is the name's character?
Ashley Riot,
Yeah.
which
I've
is
heard some really great things about that series.
who is the contender for the world's dumbest haircut in video games.
But that's a
I mean, he would
PS1
probably win if
tactical
not for
RPG,
Seymour
right?
in Final Fantasy X.
Oh.
Do you remember Seymour from Final Fantasy X?
Yes. Was he the bad guy?
Yeah, the guy with
Yeah.
the blue
Oh,
hair.
Yeah, I remember him now. Hey guys, what's up? Woo!
Yeah. Going back to the what we're doing actually real quick.
Sure, what do you got?
I'm just I just wanted to talk like it really doesn't make sense for Jason not to just shoot that motherfucker on sight because I mean, the game justifies it by saying that if you kill him then you'll never know where your friend is.
Right.
But it's very, very clear just by talking to him that he has that he seems like a person who's going to stab him in the back.
I mean, just like looking at him, the way he acts, like I'm sure you could probably make an excuse for like, well, what choice does he have? And it's like, what really? Is it worth putting
I mean,
yourself
you
in
could at
harm's
least
way?
kneecap the fucker.
That's true. Like he does.
least-
He has the gun, so he kind of has the advantage. You could just torture him.
Yeah, because the way this guy gets you to comply is he'll talk to his guy on the phone and say, you know what, I want you to torture his friend real quick. But I mean, if you shoot him in the hands, that nullifies that whole incentive right there.
And the kind of the thing is that you can say, well, Jason would or wouldn't do this, but at some point it starts to contradict
But
each other.
I know, because you can't say that Jason wouldn't kill the fucker because this whole time, this whole section of the game, Jason is seething with rage at him.
Yeah. Like, it's kind of
He's
the funny
like-
thing is that, like, no matter how many excuses you try to make for why he wouldn't kill certain characters, it's like he would kill everybody given the chance. If
Pretty
you-
much.
But it either has to go one way or the other. Either he would kill everybody, or he wouldn't be killing all these pirates.
Like, even in
There's
the
no
good
middle
ending,
ground.
even the good ending ends with him trying to control his murderous impulses.
Wait, you mean the good ending where he has sex with Citra?
No, the actual like the genuine good ending of this game where he
Nope.
where he gets a happy ending.
No, you're talking about the bad end. One where he leaves. Good end is the one where he stays with
In
Citra.
the ending where he leaves the island, he's still coming to grips with his murderous impulses. So clearly, like that is something that runs deep.
Shit, run deep, yo.
Fucking snakes,
God
man.
damn it! What the fuck? I jump in the water and just immediately crocodile. Just fucking immediately. I did not have a second to react.
That's great.
Crocodile. Fuck your shit.
You got leather.
Yep, I got leather. I can make some shoes out of it, I guess.
I mean, you could theoretically make a couple pouches out of that in the real world.
Yeah, I'll get a bunch. It's sturdy too. But nope. Can't make any.
Well, I do like this little Indiana Jones inspired quest line. It's not bad if it wasn't for the fact that
The
the
levels
character
are
gives
good.
it to you
It's
as
just
an
the
asshole.
setting for why you're here sucks.
Yeah, like these are actually pretty fun to do.
Yeah, these are well designed. Sorry, this ledge I can't seem to get up.
It's just the fact that the reason and you're here and the character that sends you on this quest is super infuriating.
What's this Chinese ruins? I always thought it was Japanese ruins. I'm like, well, I know it's like a World War II thing, or I thought it was. Wasn't that the whole big deal?
That I need to
Yeah.
reach that ledge.
Wonder why it says Chinese then, unless I misread that. Did that say Chinese?
No, it said Chinese.
What's Chinese doing here? I don't know, maybe I stole a history one.
This is where they invented Tang.
Oh, come on.
Oh, no. And that one's broken, so you gotta take this one. Okay.
That pole is rotten.
Shoot it! Shoot everything. You're Jason. That's what you do. You shoot stuff.
I know. This pole looks rotten. As if you couldn't tell by the fact that they're glowing bright yellow that you had to shoot them.
I think Jason's first reaction would be, these are growing bright yellow. This is kind of concerning.
Well, dude, he's already had psychedelic visions that predict the future. At this point, that nothing is concerning anymore.
very true. You have to stand at a certain spot. I think it's here.
Oh man, yeah.
Fuck, I don't remember.
I recall taking an inordinate amount of time just figuring out how to stand on that ledge.
Like, look at this. How could you not get up here? What are you afraid of? Oh, it's fucking this. Fucking hate. I hate video games. What I'm bad at.
Because Jason Brody can't do a chin up. He can murder hundreds of dudes, but he can't do a chin up. Just use your machete.
I am using my machete. Actually, I'm using my tribal knife, which is funny because it looks like a tribal knife that you're trying to get.
You're supposed to give to Citra.
It'd be funny if he just walks. He's like, "No, I have it. Like, I'm right here."
Give it to
under
Citrus.
warehouse.
Oh, I think I died here a couple times.
Why? I forget what happens.
Because you drown if you're in the water too long.
Oh yeah. It's just a matter of remembering the way to go. All right, this part I remember a little bit.
Is this what I'm looking for?
Yeah, and here's the part that looks conspicuously like a compass piece.
Oh,
Maybe it belongs to the compass I have in my pack right now.
so I forget. What's Filler Guy's whole like penultimate goal here? Is it just to collect?
He wants the
stuff?
dagger because he wants it.
License.
Oh, okay. What a great motivation. Wait,
Apparently
what?
he's been searching for this dagger for X years for Y reason, and now he wants it.
But first, they'll give you a history lesson. That's what's important. You know what our time is while we load here?
We're in 21 minutes, so when we finish the mission, it's a good time to call it.
Finding me.
It's almost like I
22
know
minutes.
where to
With a
go!
trail of human breadcrumbs, mate. A little fucking Keller could keep up with you.
How? I was fucking underground!
How do you leave a trail of human breadcrumbs when you haven't killed anyone in this mission because there's no one to kill?
We did kill those pirates, but that was underground!
That's not alright!
How would you know?
Fucking not that I asked you to get me, but you're too bloody incompetent.
And then
too
he's all
fucking
like,
lazy
I'm
to get it for
angry
me.
because that's what makes the
Too
plot
busy
go
playing
forward.
games, aren't you? Well,
If I
fine.
wasn't angry, the plot wouldn't be
Play a
moving.
game of pin the tail, don't you?
I'm angry because you don't have the knife, even though I knew you didn't have the knife, because there's no fucking way it would be that easy. Or I would have done it already.
Take this.
I bet it fits on the compass.
Hey, why is the compass glowing? Is it magical? No, it's not fucking magical. Oh, you just said it!
Lots of
You
flattering
said it's magical.
anticipation. I'll see you around, Jace.
This is some magical shit.
That's the name of this
I
episode.
know where I'm supposed to go.
This is some magical
I
shit.
love it. This is not the guy who has any right to accuse anything of being magical shit.
All I know is that's a fucking episode title.
He
That's
takes
right
the
there.
fact that his tattoo makes him a warrior at face value, but this is some magical shit.
This compass, though, it glows, unlike my tattoo, which also glows.
Episode whatever this one is, this is some magical shit.
That's right.
Except this is actually some magical bullshit.
Parentheses, bull. Shit. Alright, let's level up and then we'll call it.
Oy, oy, oy.
Oh, I didn't level up. I got right up to the cusp of it. Never mind then. So we will see you guys next time for some more interactive friction with Far
Next
Cry.
time on Interactive Friction, maybe I won't be so mad at the game.
Maybe we'll start talking
Actually, that's never gonna happen, so you might as well just cut your losses right here if that's what you're looking for.
about next episode of interactive friction. Maybe we'll stop talking about Final Fantasy and start talking about the game again. We'll see you guys next time.